All right, good morning and welcome to the morning show. It's Tuesday. We're having a great time here in Middle Tennessee. This show, as you know, is syndicated, like that word, syndicated,
Middle Tennessee.
On Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. Thank you for that light. On my left, we've got TikTok in the house. Good morning, TikTok. And of course, we've got our Zoom panel. Those that are open to coming on and being a part, they are welcome to do so. Already got some folks in Facebook commenting. We've got TJ Pruitt in the house. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. We've also got Mark Henderson in the house. Good morning, Mark. He said, "Happy wonderful welcome to Wacky Wonderful Wednesday." I'm not even gonna lie. For a second, I was like, "Is it Wednesday? It might be. I don't know. Maybe I've got."
No, it's Tuesday. It would be wacky and wonderful.
Wait, I thought it was. Everyone's panicking. What day is this? What day is it? I don't know. I love it though. So, let's talk about yesterday real quick.
Yeah.
We had a
Case of the Mondays.
Technical difficulties. Problem is resolved. We should have a wonderful show today. Contingent on the content, of course.
Yeah.
But no, we did get that little glitch taken care of. We apologize for that delay. But that being said, since yesterday, even though it happened, it didn't happen. We talked about it earlier. We probably just kind of need to rehash yesterday and then keep moving down the field with our conversation. Which, by the way, if you're new to the show, thank you. Thanks for hopping on. If you show up to the show every day, why don't you do us a favor? Share the stream. Let people know what you're doing, what you're watching. Whether you're on Facebook, whatever platform you're on, share it. And if you haven't done so, you can subscribe or like to whichever channel it is you prefer to watch this on. And that way you keep it going. Keep it going, get all the updates. And basically, this is just a conversation every day. Me and Brittany, we love talking about, honestly, life in general. And each week we kind of take an idea or a thought to just kind of talk about, get your feedback. By the way, I love the comments. I love it when you all start commenting and giving your feedback. It really helps me to see things in a better, newer way. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's see here. Kayla says, "It's always wonderful She must be replying to Mark's comment about the wacky, wonderful Wednesday, and it is always wonderful. Mom motivation. Yes, we do have. Brittany brings down the house.
That's a mom motivation there.
Oh,
It's always wonderful because you're wonderful.
yes, I agree. Wonderful. Sorry, sometimes
like
I
me,
can't read.
I tell my mom motivations are notice. See how they're different? That looks different than the other. Isn't that beautiful? Different is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
The way you try to really set your kids on the right path.
Facts. That is facts. We got Chris Trimble in the house. Morning, family. Not feeling it today, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Man, I'm sorry about
I'm praying
that.
for you. Ain't nothing worse than feeling bad. I'll be honest with you. That was me all day yesterday. I was so just off my game. I felt just sick at my stomach. Thank you, McDonald's. But yeah, it was rough. It was rough. I will say I've been doing this thing here for like well over a month now. Like I try to get a gallon of water in every day. And I'm pretty like on point with it. And so Saturday we had a bit of a travel day, and then Sunday was Sunday, and I didn't get my gallon of water in either day.
Either day.
And so I genuinely think that a lot of my headache on Sunday had to do with that. It's just amazing what your body, like once it's used to what you're finally giving it that it needs, and then you stop. You know, I thought to myself, how did I live without this much? You know, like I was thirsty all the time. And I finally leveled out now to where I can drink my gallon and I'm not in and out of the bathroom all the time. Like I'm used to it now. But yeah, it's
I
amazing.
can retain.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Hey, it's true though. Like legit, and we've done this before. Like in the past, we'll do occasional challenges, like health challenges, which is basically just a way to get everybody on the same page of trying to get, to do better in your own right. And one of the things we always put down as the list is drinking half your weight in water, which is just a good rule of thumb. It's not like perfect. The truth of the matter is you need to be pee until it's clear. That's basically the what most people will tell you. Most doctors generally that's how,
You mean drink until your pee is clear.
What did I say?
You need to be pee until it's clear. Which I guess still is
You know
the
what
same
I'm saying?
thing.
Drink till your urine is basically water. But seriously
Drink
though,
till you're in the bathroom all day.
that's facts.
But yeah, the gallon thing is just like a personal
it affects
thing.
digestion.
It does.
It affects focus.
Yeah.
It affects energy. Water, do not underestimate the life hack of drinking sufficient water.
Of course, I have headaches still, and it runs in my family, the kind of headaches I have, but not nowhere near, I used to, up until I drank the water, I was having random headaches in the day for no reason. And to the point that it was kind of concerning me. I was like, why am I having headaches? am I that stressed? I didn't think I was stressed.
Do I stress you?
No, you really don't.
Beep, 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 beep.
But yeah, for real though, once I started drinking those headaches went away. I didn't realize that I was just that dehydrated.
Yeah.
I was actually functioning that dehydrated. I mean, the water intake that I was taking in was next to nothing. Maybe a bottle a day, like a little, 16-ounce bottle or.
Your body's like, why do you hate me?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it helps my heartburn, all of it. But
Ooh,
anyway.
that's interesting. Kayla says water affects how effective your medication is. That makes sense because it affects how well your body can absorb things. That makes sense. Never thought about that, but
yeah, I've not done anything different other than water, and I feel really great. I've not really worked on a diet or anything like that. I think it's so important too, though, in your health. Just set one goal. Like you can add to that goal. Like absolutely, you have the opportunity to add to it, but just tell yourself for the next 3 weeks, I'm gonna drink, however much water you want to drink, half your body weight. For me, I went a little bit more. I went a gallon.
Yeah.
So it's just try that.
You are one good habit away from changing your life. I believe that.
Yeah, and if you can just
really
do that
do believe
one
that.
and prove to yourself that you can do it, then you're gonna enter in the other. You see your mom.
Mom says, "Okay, I'm filling it up right now. Let's go." Shout out to Mother Teresa, by the way. She came over to the house and helped us.
She's our hero.
She helped us put together some stuff. Her and my dad are phenomenal what would you say that? I don't want to say
Gardeners.
landscapers, gardeners,
Gardeners.
like just
But like
green
in
thumb
the
people.
yeah, like the your curb appeal,
Yeah, for sure.
incredible.
So we got some things started at the house yesterday. So that
I've
was
explained
awesome.
to her that I need her to be like highly involved.
This house is your
Yeah,
house. My house
because
is your
that
house.
is not my talent whatsoever. So I rely heavily on your parents because they're so good at it.
They are
And they're
good
not
at
the
it.
kind of people that would ever like interject in something like that unless you ask
Mm-hmm.
them. And so I was like, I need you to just like as the
They're pretty funny to work with too.
they are, yeah.
I'll be honest with you, they
I
are
need you
funny to
help-
work like.
Help me, teach me your.
Which they've got
ways.
an anniversary coming up. Is it Wednesday, Mom? How many years is this going to be for you guys? Sorry to put you on the spot, but put that in the comments. How many years of marriage is this going to be for you guys?
I just want her to wake up on Wednesday and look at her husband and say, "Happy, wacky, wonderful Wednesday."
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
I love this. It's the new theme of the day.
Very happy, wacky.
I'm
wonderful
looking in the Zoom and I see Team Rory in the house. Got Martinez and Little Man. What's up?
We're doing well.
What's up, Malachi?
Doing well. Just hanging out, loving life.
I love it. I love it.
Sleep.
What is
Trying
it?
to get him to go to sleep.
Oh, was that right? He won't go to sleep?
No.
I
And
understand.
every time I put him down, he starts crying.
I need my dad. I love it. I love it.
About kidney punched him. My goodness, I'm getting kind of getting annoyed.
Sorry, I just this
It's weird and mental.
it is. It was. I know. Dude, that's so
I
funny.
just picture him. I picture more or less Malachi doing some sort of karate thing where he just
Yeah,
takes him down.
he'd like retaliate
Yeah,
for sure. He'd
yeah.
retaliate.
You're
Like, yeah,
down, man.
I think not.
So 42
he'll
years
end up
for your mom and dad. 42 years.
Oh, all right. We got the comment. We got the word on the street. The Potters, the original Potters, 42 years of marriage tomorrow. Wow.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
Yes, one
That's
goal at a
awesome.
time. I used to set these massive life-changing goals and then got overwhelmed and quit almost immediately. Well, that's so true though. So many people do that. When you go kind of straight out the gate, you're all in. And some people work that way best. Some people do. They feel best when they do that. For me, I like to set small things, small wins, because it's a mental thing as much as it is a physical change. And so if I can set a small win to make my brain click in a positive way that is affirming me, hey, listen, you did this, you could do that. You did this, you could do that.
This and that. This and that.
So if you start that small goal, and even if it's just between you and yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to post about it. You don't have to do anything. Just keep it between you and yourself. That kind of also, I mean, some people like the accountability of it, but also I like the lesson of just showing yourself you could do it. You don't necessarily need, anything other than yourself.
I hold myself accountable.
In contempt.
That's right. Snowball effect.
effect, yes.
Absolutely.
So, working geniuses. Let's
Working
recap because
genius.
yesterday.
Yesterday.
And you'll be saying, yeah, we were a little choppy.
Yeah.
Little chop house.
Little choppy, and we had to cut short. But we are talking this week about teamwork, whether this is working together as a team in your household, your work team, right? A
Church.
ministry team,
Yeah.
even a community team, right? Like this morning, I got a chance to play some ball with great fellas. A lot of teamwork, and it's the dynamics of everyone. Number one, I will say this. I think everyone is a genius at something. Like there is always something that
I don't know why I just picture like sarcasm.
I know it does sound like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
way to go, genius.
You're a
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a
really
genius.
you really got that one through. Okay. Yeah, I know it does sound sarcastic, doesn't it? But like
You
legit.
know how to bounce a ball?
Yeah,
Wow.
oh, what a genius. What a genius. Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
That's what I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do that Thursday when I go
Yeah.
play. Oh yeah, there's a little genius walking around. Look at them little geniuses. It does while we get popped in the face.
And wasn't there commercials like Real Men of Genius?
Yes, dude, I forgot all about that. Real men of genius. Yes, and women.
No offense taken.
Yeah, she's like, no, you can keep your little stupid song to yourself. Man. But seriously, though, you have something
None of us
you're
are
good
from
at
Jupiter.
because you're stupider.
We're not doing it.
Everyone has something you're really good at.
Yeah.
And you were meant, here's the other part I would say, you were meant to do something big and amazing with your life, something meaningful.
Yeah.
All right? Both in big ways and small ways. To your point, like, hey, sometimes it's just the small things that I did that nobody knows. That's purposeful. That's meaningful. But in order to do anything of great significance, I believe you're going to have to do it with other people. It's going to take a team. All right? It's going to take you locking arms with people. But the problem is people don't typically get along well. They argue, they fight. They even sometimes everyone kind of feels like they're right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should do it this way, my way, versus, how do we do things? And so there's this, and I'm going to put it on the comments here so you can go and find it. But there's a program that Brittany and I went through, and it was very enlightening.
We kind of happened up on it by accident. It was great.
Yeah, and we love doing this kind of stuff because, again, it's about learning about ourselves. But it's called the Working Geniuses, or the Working Genius. And so basically...
Then you see Major and Billy walk by. They're on a whole nother level of genius.
Yeah, that's like true genius.
They actually don't even need to be tested.
Yeah, we're good. But what happens is the dynamic of a team, you have to be able to fit together.
Yeah.
Okay? You've got to figure out, and you got to find out where you belong. Okay? As we were talking about Friday, where do you sit at the table? Kayla said, well, Brittany built the table. So that's her place. She built the table. Yeah. But there's 6 kinds of geniuses, and I'm going to give these to you real quick.
There's 6 of them. I don't know. I was
There's
thinking
6.
5.
I was 2. It's an acronym that spells widget. Okay, widget.
That's funny.
So the first one is called Wonder. Let me give you this and the definition, okay? And also I'll put the website in the comments. So the first is the genius of wonder. It's the natural gift of pondering the possibility of greater potential and opportunity in a given situation. Brittany is a wanderer. She's Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman!
That's funny. I don't know why that took me a second to register.
You did, you
went.
Anyways. The next genius, and by the way, these are sequential. So this is how ideas go from like we're just lofty thinking about them to wow, we have a product, which is kind of ironic about why this is a widget. This is the process of which a widget is made. It starts as an idea, ends as a product or a program or a service, a business, right? The next one is the genius of invention, the natural gift of creating original and novel ideas and solutions. So in other words, a wanderer sees the horizon, the opportunity. The inventor says, oh, well, what we should do is we should create blah, 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 blah to get there, right? So we're starting to get a little more clear on where we're going. The next one is the genius of discernment, the natural gift of intuitively and instinctively evaluating ideas and situations. These people are key because they look at the wonder and the inventor and they're like, we should definitely do this.
That's a good
I
idea.
affirm.
I got a feeling about it.
Yes, my gut says this is right. There's wisdom, right? This is where we're saying, okay, we feel like we should go here. We feel like this is how we can do it. What do you think? These people are key because they will save you a lot of heartache.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of heartache. The genius of galvanizing. This is people that they have the natural gift of rallying, inspiring, and organizing others to take action. So when we know that we've got an idea, again, it takes a team. So let's get people together. Let's get them inspired. Let's get them motivated, and let's get them ready to move this plan forward. All right. Next is the genius of enablement, which is the natural gift of providing encouragement and assistance to an idea or project. So now that the people have gathered, now we have people that are helping create the environment in which the project can get done, right? We're moving the ball forward, right? We're encouraging, we're affirming. These are just great folks to work around. It makes the environment pleasant. And then the genius of tenacity, it's the natural gift of pushing projects or tasks to completion to their natural result, which basically means give me the list.
Yeah.
I like where we're going. I like the environment. I just need to know what to do, and we're going to push this thing through. I believe in this.
Yeah.
And that is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have something successful. And what you can do with this test is you can, or this concept is you can take a test to figure out what are your 2 geniuses. Matter of fact, what happens is they quantify them. You have 2 that are your dominant, you're very good at them. These are where you reside. Then you have 2 that you're okay, right? If someone, you could possibly manage it if you needed to, but it's not your gifted area. But then you have 2 that you are awful at. These are just not your deal, okay? Which I don't remember what my bottoms were.
Okay, so I know that my strengths, I'm a wanderer and I'm a discerner. I know that invention is the tolerable one. But I feel like I think galvanizing might be my lower one.
It might be. I'm actually about
But
to log
you
in
and I
real quick.
share the same. I think tenacity is both of our lowers, isn't it?
It might be. Let's see here. So mine is oh, that's the wrong person. Yeah, I'm a discerner and a galvanizer. I'm okay with I forgot what the E is.
Inventor?
No. Can we tell
I
a story?
do this to him all the time.
Let's tell a story. Go ahead.
I'll take a word and mess up the letters. Yes.
So one day, I'm in the car talking to our insurance agent with our church insurance, and I forgot what it was I was spelling for him, but
an email or something.
but yeah, he was giving me an email. That's what it was, and I read it back to him, and I said, it's A is in apple, P is in Paul, and I said K
is in, and he blanks. He's like, K is in.
I was about to say night, and I'm like, well, that's dumb because it's silent.
And I just went, cat.
And I said, K is in cat.
So if you want to know a little bit about our marriage, it's goofy moments like that.
Oh, I told him. I ratted on him. I said, I'm sorry, my wife just fed me a bunch of garbage right there.
I figured he would look at me and just be like, whatever. Not.
Oh no.
He fell for it.
Because I was young too.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm this is the first time I'm really even dealing with some of this stuff. So I'm like trying to, I ain't just some 20-something. I know what I'm doing. Case and cat.
Oh man. That
Anyways.
was great. But yeah, back to the working genius. To the point of
it was enabler.
Enabler.
So enablement and wonder, I'm okay at.
Yeah.
It's the inventor and the tenacity.
Yeah.
That are not my greatest ones.
And inventor is, I think I can tolerate it. But see, I spent so many years in ministry at the table thinking I was an inventor. Like that's why I should be at the table. And I really think that looking back at it, I got burnt out because I was trying to fulfill something that really actually wasn't a strength of mine. I can do it, but I made that like the thing I should be known for is the inventor. And really and truly what I was getting mixed up was I'm the wanderer.
Right.
So I can think up something, and be like, oh, this needs to happen. But I thought, oh, well, then I have to invent the situation, So that was... that's not to say if you don't do good of it, that's not to say you don't do them. Sometimes you have to kind of do a little bit of everything, but I think it's understanding if you're on a team, everybody plays to their strengths. You know?
And I want to take it very spiritual for a second because here's what I think we're really grasping at is, so for your situation, yeah, you can do that. You can be inventive. But when you start taking areas of other people's genius you rob people of being who God made them to be.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
and you are doing yourself a disservice by not focusing on who you're supposed to be. Like having the confidence to say, no, this is where I reside. This is where I live here. And I'll tell you this, there's also this aspect of not being such a control freak that you don't hold on to the entire process yourself, because very rarely is that ever successful. You know what I'm saying? Like even I feel, this is just personally, because I've not gotten deep into his content on this, but I do feel like as the widget is produced, I feel like inevitably it does change.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have to be okay with that. Like in a sense of like it's still its natural origin. But every time somebody touches it, they are adding themselves to it. Therefore, it is being birthed in such a way that it might look a little bit different than maybe you even anticipated.
And I think it's important. We talked about identity last week. This is a great transition from last week to this week, because let me tell you, we've hit this a lot because I think we struggle in this in terms of believing in yourself, right? And having a positive outlook on who you are as an individual. It's hard to really play that role of, being your best cheerleader, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know your qualities that you're cheering on. So this is important for your team and stuff, but take this as a part of like tools for your journey in life to know your strengths. You can't play to your strengths if you don't know them.
Right.
And so this is a better understanding of your abilities. And that therefore when you walk into that team, you don't have to carry all those insecurities trying to figure out, you kind of know, okay, this is something that that's actually my niche.
Yeah.
Like, that's not to say you walk in there and trade insecurity for arrogance whatsoever, because I'm good at this. I took a test.
Well,
but
right. Yeah.
But just understanding, I'm a wanderer. That doesn't mean I'm the best wanderer in the world.
Right.
But at the same,
I am the wanderer.
at the same time, I'm a wanderer and a discerner. So if somebody's going to bring an idea, I'm going to think about it and see how I feel and see what my gut says. If they ask me, I'll share.
Absolutely.
But just knowing.
Kayla has a good question. And by the way, we're not experts at this. Like I said, you go to theworkinggenius.com, plenty of content, podcasts, all about it.
I hope a book soon, right?
I don't think it's a book. I think he intentionally made this to be something that you get, like he's actually wanting to certify people in offering this. I don't know. It could be wrong. But I think if I'm not mistaken, the way I perceived it was a wanderer has an idea about it, but the inventor has the creativity to say, it's kind of like, okay, Brittany might have an idea for a piece of furniture, but maybe she's not quite sure how to make that come to life. But an inventor says, oh, okay, well, what you would do is you take this brace and that bracket and you'd cut it, blah, blah. Like they're very crafty, inventive, that kind of thing.
Which is fun because invention is not my top two, but it is my middle. Like it's not on my bottom. I don't have an intolerance for it.
Right.
And so there is a certain level of invention that I enjoy, that I'm okay in. But it's not, if I were left to invent it all, I would feel very, very overwhelmed. I think that's partly why in my own personal business, I go from, I can invent, so it's nothing for me to be a scroll saw artist and kind of come up with my own thing or whatever. But I also enjoy flipping furniture because I like taking something that's already there and kind of adding a twist to it. I just noticed some of my strengths in that. I kind of balance that because of that.
Yeah, but here's the deal about that. You have a gut feeling of you don't just take any piece of furniture.
No, yeah, that's true.
Think you can do something with this right here?
Yeah.
No, I cannot.
And I will exactly. And I will say that people spend far too many hours on a piece of furniture. You know, they add their own art to it, and that's their passion. And you know,
They're inventors.
yeah, do you? That's fine. I'm out for the money. I know that sounds horrible, but like
Buy
I'm
low,
out-
sell high.
Yeah, like
high value.
yeah, if I wanted a hobby, I would just call it a hobby, but I want a business. Like I want to make money. So
Yeah.
I'm going to take something that I know I can turn around quick and I can make the money. And I love doing it. But I want to be able to turn around fast. It's the same with scroll sawing stuff. I'm not going to scroll out, 2,000 pieces and put it all together. No, I'm going to scroll saw rows and I'm going to put it on a backer and I'm going to sell it. You know?
Well, I'll tell you this to that point, though, even that discernment thing, because we've been talking to some people for some strategic partnerships, like people that would, because you're great at the doing of it, but something that we're finding out that a lot of people in this industry have a conflict with, which I would dare say they're probably inventors. They feel like just because they touched it and put their, like you said, their mark on it, that all of a sudden it should qualify to be X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
But in the business realm, we know, look, the market determines the price.
Yeah.
That's why Martinez can speak to this. That's why buying a house in Nashville or anywhere in its sub areas, it's crazy right now because the market will pay top dollar to get a house here. Am I right, Martinez? Real estate extraordinaire? Real estate.
Real estate. I like that. It's like
Get it right.
and real estate combined in one.
That's right.
Industry. But absolutely, the market determines the price, and so it would be very not good business sense to say, well, I mean, you certainly want to, your calls would probably like the starting point of what you want to get back. You don't want to but to say, hey, this should be $500 for a base just because,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just depends. The market decides, though.
Yep.
The market decides.
And that's liberating when you accept that.
Yeah.
When you accept the fact that, I mean, don't get me wrong, you add value, you do all of that. But like, for instance, I can only sell this mug for so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe if like somebody famous, maybe if this was Johnny Depp's coffee mug,
It'd be broken.
it'd be broken, Brittany said, or have a turd in it.
That's Amber's.
Sorry. Yeah, but it's his cup. So,
It would be broken
anyways,
and it would have cut his finger.
we're going to stop letting them invade our territory. You get enough attention, Johnny
Speaking
and
of that,
Amber.
though, the show starts now. So
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Johnny Depp's trial starts now. We gotta close.
Yeah, we better close. So yeah, you can
No,
get
but
to
for
that.
real though, guys, look into this. It's a small investment, I think. It's a small investment into a better understanding of who you are as an individual. Personally, we've bought the test for other people just because we're like, we want to know. If you're gonna be at the table, if you're gonna be at our table, we want to know your geniuses.
We do. Sorry, I just saw Mark has a sales story that I'd like him maybe one day this week to hop on the Zoom. He said he sold a can of pop for $20 when in the 6th grade. I got to know how he pulled that one off.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be
we're getting you because I got to know that story. But yeah, we are definitely over time. I tell you what we're doing. We're making up for the time we were short yesterday
exactly.
from the glitching. But anyways, this has been fun, guys. I appreciate you being on the show.
Hey,
Don't forget.
if you're still with us and you're able, it's a really quick question and answer situation. Maybe take the test today if you can and tell us
And
tomorrow
share.
what your working geniuses are.
Absolutely. Bring your genius to the table.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right. Well, we'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Again, wherever you're watching, make sure you subscribe. That way you get notified of the show when it comes on. And why don't you tell other folks, bring other people to the table with you, and we'll keep this conversation going. But until tomorrow, you have a great day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.